honest, in this video I'm going to share key factors that most trainers don't tell you when it comes to doing cardio to drop body fat. Listen, these are very important things for anybody who wants to save time and wants to be able to drop body fat without feeling like you're suffering, working out, dieting, and still not seeing the results that you want when you step on the scale or even when you look at yourself in the bathroom mirror. Let's get to the action. Number one, trying to outwork poor nutrition habits. This is one of the biggest mistakes that I see a lot of people make whenever they're trying to drop body fat or even build muscle mass but still have that lean, chiseled look. They're either working out every single day of the week, sometimes 2 times a day, but yet when they step on the scale or look at themselves in the bathroom mirror, they're not seeing the results that they want. And listen, doing it this way, working out every single day, sometimes 2 times a day, this is a big recipe for disappointment. And the reason I say this is because I used to be this guy. I used to be the guy in my early 20s. I wanted to get super lean and cut, be able to take my shirt off, wear my tank tops and be all lean and cut. But I work out every single day. I work out early in the morning and I come back later on in the afternoon, hit it again, doing bicep curls, sit-ups, crunches, squats, bench press, and I started to realize, after a couple of weeks, I wasn't seeing my body change the way I wanted to. I was getting stronger, I had more endurance, I could lift heavier, I could, do a mile in less time than what I was when I first started, but my body wasn't changing. It's almost like I was able to perform better, which is great, but my body still didn't look the way I wanted it to look. And that was a big disappointment for me because I was mainly doing it because I wanted to look a certain way. And so this is one of the reasons that most guys tend to fail at being able to get the results they want when they're working out and dieting, because they're trying to go to the gym, work out, and so they can go home and eat the cheeseburger or eat the pizza or eat the Oreos like your boy used to do. I used to eat the Oreos and the milk almost every other day and all the other stuff. In my family, we have a soul food restaurant out here in Atlanta. And so you can imagine how I was eating, man. Like I was eating Salisbury steak, cornbread, peach cobbler, you name it, I was eating it. Your boy, I grew up eating soul food. And so I was under the assumption that as long as I worked hard in the gym, as long as I worked out, I could eat whatever I wanted to eat. But I didn't realize how important nutrition was to being able to reshape our body. And it wasn't until I started to really just understand nutrition is when my body started to transform. It's when I started to see more details in my arms. Like I had the muscle, but it wasn't as defined. I had a little bit of abs, but it wasn't as defined as I wanted it to be. But once I dialed in that nutrition, that's when I started to notice nutrition really does the heavy lifting for you, so that way you don't have to suffer in the gym or spend hours in the gym hoping that you're gonna get the results, praying that you're gonna get the results, but you still don't get the results. Listen guys, you cannot outwork poor nutrition habits. And this isn't just for your boy. A lot of times when guys reach out to me, they reach out to me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and they're inquiring about my coaching. And they've already been working out. They're doing the cardio, they're running, they're doing the Stairmaster, they're doing the elliptical, they're hooping with the boys, but they're still not seeing the results that they want. And it's not until they join my coaching program and I map out a whole nutrition plan for them where it's tailored to their body type, tailored to their specific food preferences, tailored to their goals. That's when they start to see true results. They already got the work ethic. They're already putting in the work and the time, but they're just not seeing the results that they want. And I can understand how that can be frustrating if you put in all this time and effort, but you're not seeing the results that you want. You're not seeing the fruits of your labor. And so I'm telling you guys, my results came the fastest and are easier to sustain when you nail down proper balanced nutrition habits to go along with doing cardio and lifting weights. Number 2, you don't have to do hours of cardio to drop body fat. Guys, listen, I came from a background of running track, playing football, and even stepping on stage and doing a couple of men's physique bodybuilding competitions. And I will say, a lot of the bodybuilding industry is kind of, conditioned people to think that you have to do hours and hours of cardio to be able to drop body fat. But listen, being a bodybuilder, we have to be at super low single-digit body fat because we're stepping on stage to be chiseled. We're not just looking to be lean. We're not just looking to be cut. We have to be chiseled stepping on stage. And so we have to do that extra, cardio, lifting, being super dialed in with our nutrition. But for the average guy that just wants to be, 10, 12, 14% body fat, just enough to be able to see your abs, you ain't gotta do that much cardio. You don't have to spend hours in the gym. I'm telling you, all you really need is 3 to 4 days a week. You could do more, but 3 to 4 days a week is really all you need of lifting weights and doing some moderately to intense cardio on those days also. And then after that, just dial in your nutrition, and so that way you can truly start seeing your transformation and you can truly start seeing the fruits of your labor as well. And that goes for anybody, whether you want to have a flat stomach or even if you just want to have six-pack abs. You don't have to obsess over doing cardio like a bodybuilder. You just gotta focus on doing the right things. A lot of guys, they tend to, have this work hard mentality, but you want to focus on the right things. That's what's more important. That's gonna move you a lot further than the guy that's just working hard. If you focus on the right things, you don't have to be overwhelmed with all these other things that are trying to pull your attention. You're doing the main thing that's gonna help you get the results. And the main thing that's gonna help you get the results is the nutrition. Once you nail that down, I'm telling you, it's like 80, 90% of getting the results. And then from there, you start lifting weights. Then from there, you start throwing in some cardio. And I'm telling you, man, you're gonna start seeing your body transform. You're gonna start burning that body fat off. You're gonna start burning the body fat with the nutrition, and you're gonna replace that fat with some lean toned muscle. And number 3, you're either gonna pay with time or you're gonna pay with effort. Listen, guys, one of the biggest reasons that most guys say they don't hit the gym like they need to is because they just don't have the time to do it. And I get it, you got family, you're working hard in your career, you're building up your empire, but it's not an excuse not to do nothing. Listen, I'm a big believer in taking extreme ownership and responsibility. Now, I get it. A lot of times we do have things going on in our life, but at the same time, if you truly want something, if it's important to you, you're gonna find a way. And if it's not important to you, you're gonna find an excuse. So right now I'm talking to all my champs who's down to make shit happen. I'm talking to all my champs who don't make excuses, who don't complain, who's ready to just get it done. So listen, here's what I do. Whenever I'm short on time and I can't be in the gym no more than, 30 minutes or 35 minutes, I'll still do a little bit of cardio. And I'll do maybe 10, 15 minutes of cardio. But here's the thing, when I'm short on time, my intensity is gonna be higher. So I'm paying with effort on the days where I don't have as much time. Like I said, guys, you gotta pay with either effort or you're gonna pay with time. And so when you're short on time and you gotta go to the gym, you still wanna get it in, pay with effort. Ramp the intensity of your cardio up, and so that way you can still get the most bang for your buck and you're not walking out the gym feeling like you didn't get anything done. And so do some high intensity interval training. Or just, instead of doing a jog when you're doing a mile, go to sprinting, or instead of walking when you're doing a mile, go to jogging. Everybody's at a different place in their life. Everybody's at a different fitness level. And so you gotta understand where you are right now and what you're capable of doing as far as effort, because everybody's a little bit different. Everybody's stress tolerance is a little bit different. And so for me, I'm gonna jump right into doing some interval training because I know that's one of the highest intense ways to raise up my effort when I'm short on time. And then on the flip side, when I do have a little bit more time, maybe I can hit the gym for 45 minutes to an hour. And so I'll split up my workouts. I'll do weightlifting for a good 25, no more than like 35 minutes. And then the other 25 to 30 minutes, I'm gonna do my cardio, where I may just do an incline walk on a treadmill at 3 miles per hour, up to 3.5 miles per hour. And I'll have that incline on maybe like 4 to 6 incline, but it's not extremely intense. It's tolerable. And so, like I said, you're either gonna pay with effort or you're gonna pay with time. And you can interchangeably use these methods based on how your lifestyle is. There's no right or wrong when it comes to going more higher intensity versus lower intensity. You just want to be very aware of your body. You want to be aware of your energy. You want to be aware of your stress levels that day. Like if I'm really stressed out on a certain day, I might not do really high intense cardio, unless I just want to go ahead and get it in anyway. I'll just do more moderate intense cardio. It's really a game of self-awareness. You gotta know what your body is capable of doing. You gotta know when your body's tired. You gotta know what level of fitness you're at, whether you need to be doing interval training right now. Like somebody that's, 300, 350 plus weight, I probably wouldn't have them doing, interval training. I'm probably gonna have them walking. And so I'm gonna have them walking at a slower or brisk pace, and so somebody that's, maybe needs to drop 15, 20, 30 pounds, I can have them doing a little bit more intense cardio because, they don't have as much weight on them. And so their likelihood of them getting injured from doing that extremely high intense cardio is slim to none. And so that's why one of the reasons having a professional is also important and helpful. And if you're not in that position, at least try to find some advice or some tips on what steps you need to take to start getting the results you want without harming yourself. And so hopefully you found this helpful, guys. Listen, this is how you save time, all right? This is how you drop body fat without, suffering or spending so much time in the gym and just still not seeing the results that you want. That's my whole goal. I want to be able to help you get the job done in a shorter period of time with less stress, less headache. And that's it, champ. If you found it helpful, drop me a like, comment below, and be sure to subscribe to the channel because I got more to come.